Today I want to talk a little bit about, I want to start a series on some of the influences that I've had over the years. So I want to start from the beginning. So one of the earliest influences on my approach to exercise came from a book that was written in 1963. It was called Weightlifting and Weight Training by George Kirkley. So I was a teenager at the time. One of my friends, Jerry Cameron, was given this book by his gym teacher, who was a very big, muscular guy who used to train with weights. And it made a lasting impression on me, and I bought the book. I found it used on Amazon since then, read it again, and it still holds up pretty good today. The book recommended, of course, it was about weightlifting and Olympic weightlifting, weight training they call it. The book recommended training about 3 times a week, usually just 2 sets per exercises, if I remember correctly, 8 or 9 exercises. It never mentioned training to failure per se, the way that we do now, but it did say you should do as many reps as you could during a set, and when you reach a certain number of weights, then you would increase the amount of weight, which is progressive overload. It covered training for health and physique, as I mentioned, but also went into lifting, Olympic lifting, including the rules and techniques. At the time, powerlifting wasn't really a thing yet, so Olympic lifting and weight training were sort of talked about often in the same breath. Benefit of side, I'd still recommend the book with some caveats. I would stay away from the Olympic lifts for general condition unless somebody truly wants to compete in those activities. Because they're highly technical, skill dependent, and much higher risk than necessary if your goal is health, strength, longevity. I only recommend 1 set per exercise today, but I have to say that some people would have some validity if they said I'm splitting hairs, because the amount of exercise that's recommended in this was certainly well within what somebody could recover from, particularly in their first couple of years. So, again, early influence, I'll talk about some other influences, good and bad and otherwise. But the old ideas weren't wrong at all. They just hadn't been given modern names yet. Anyways, thanks for listening, subscribing, and sharing.